Hi, so today I'm going to be giving you my thoughts, my review of the movie, what I think they can and could have done better. And yeah, let's do it. I say we just start from the beginning. The opening was very, very strong and very bold. You see Charlie save a kid from Afton. Afton looks great. And then you see Charlie fall over dead. The only really unrealistic thing about this scene is that all the parents just didn't want to help. Like some kid's coming up to you, help me, please, there's a boy in danger. Adults are talking right now. Okay. Hi, yes, it's me. So I was editing the video, and I realized I left a lot of stuff out, that I have thoughts on and that I'd like to, talk about. So we're gonna do that now. So after this, scene, the opening scene, we catch up with Vanessa, who's having some nightmares. Also, I forgot, we get that opening song back. I think they remixed it a little, but it's still generally the same. So we catch up with our characters, Mike and Abby, they moved into a new house. Vanessa's having some nightmares about her dad. I don't know what it is with these movies and dreams, but honestly, this is the one situation I would have liked to see some more dream sequences. That way, we could get some more of Afton, and I do think that could have gone somewhere in the movie if they took a different approach. But we'll get to that in a few minutes. We see that Abby is very much missing her friends. Um, we find out Aunt Jane is not dead. I know it's unfortunate, and we see Abby is really missing her friends, aka the dead ones. So Abby goes to visit the FNAF 1 pizzeria, which I thought it was nice, to see that again. I didn't go see the movie in theaters, so it was really nice getting to, or I didn't see the first movie in theaters. I'm sorry, I saw this one in theaters, but it was nice getting to see that pizzeria in theaters. This is also where they make one of the best jokes of the movie. Mike picks up a bootleg-looking Freddy pushes its stomach, and it plays the har 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 meme. If you're a FNAF fan, you know what that is. If you're not, you have no clue. And I'm gonna make a video. I'm currently making a video, um, breaking down the first movie for those of people who don't understand FNAF lore, and then I'll also do one for the second movie when it comes out on streaming. So Abby creates a fast talker, that way she can hopefully talk to her friends. I don't know why my hand just shook there, but it did. So Abby gets a fast talker in hopes of talking to her dead friends. So after a while, a few days, a day or two passes, I believe. Vanessa's seeing hallucinations of her father. Would have liked some more Springtrap content, but it's okay. We'll get into Springtrap in a minute, or in a few minutes. We get the paranormal investigators that we saw on the TV earlier. They break in, or not break in, they go with the help of a security guard named Michael, which, if you're a FNAF fan, like back when Afton got revealed, or back when Matthew Lillard got revealed to be in the movie, everyone knew he was William Afton. As soon as the character said his name was Michael, everyone knew he was Michael Afton, who was a FNAF fan. So we get the paranormal investigators, and this is like our only kills in the whole movie, besides one more later on. And I was hoping when they're showing off like, oh, the animatronics are roaming, I hoped we were gonna get a bigger kill count. And I'm not like a guy who like watches horror movies and like I hope a bunch of people die. No. But if you're gonna make um something off a beloved series and you're gonna take these animatronics out of their environment, at least give us a lot of kills. You could have done so much, but instead we get one person killed when they go outside the pizzeria, and he deserved it. Okay, I won't lie. He did. But still, we could have had so much more. So the marionette in this movie has a new ability where they can now, or she can now possess people. That wasn't a thing in the games. I feel like there's a personality swap, which I won't get into quite yet, but I'll get into soon enough. We also get one kill where I'm pretty sure it's the cameraman gets his head bitten off by Mangle, and you see the head drop to the ground. Does that confirm that Mangle caused the bite of 87? I think it does. I'm counting it. Also, I forgot to mention, in the opening scene, they had it take place in 1982. They knew what they were doing. They are narrowly avoiding 1983, and there better be a bite of 83 at some point in this film series. So Abby goes to the pizzeria now. She meets up with Toy Chica. Now, Toy Chica is voiced by Megan Fox, and you can tell that that they were really wanting Megan Fox because Toy Chica is the main animatronic we follow throughout the movie, and I wish we could have gotten more Toy Freddy and Toy Bonnie and more Mangle and more Wizards, a little more Balloon Boy. Now, at the same time as this, Abby is also working on a science project for her school where she's making a little Chica from the first movie. And Toy Chica and Freddy and Bonnie all help her out with this. And there is a little reference to, I'm pretty sure, a Ultimate Custom Night line. I believe it's Ultimate Custom Night. Where Abby mentions Freddy tried to help, but his fingers were too fat.
It's not my fault. I have these fat plastic fingers and can't press the buttons.
Mike also, when he went to the FNAF 1 pizzeria, grabbed a flyer that said Freddy is murder or something. It had a number on it, he called it, and it turned out to be Henry Emily, played by Skeet Ulrich, who is severely underutilized in this here movie. Um, but we'll get into him at the end as well. Now, since Abby's finished her project, she goes to the science fair and does her thing, you know. But this teacher, who I don't know, Mr. Burns, I'm pretty sure is his name. Just he sucks. He's terrible. He picks up Abby's project and then purposefully drops it. So now Abby is devastated. She goes to the pizzeria, gets Toy Chica, and I'm pretty sure it was Vanessa also went to the pizzeria to go find Abby because she knows what is happening. Then gets choked out by creepy puppet possessed person. And this is where we get the leaked script page for a while back, which I was correct about. I guessed the correct one. Game theory, or film theory, or whatever you want to call it, guessed the wrong one, and I will never let them live this down till the day that they die. I got a little, I got a little out of hand there. Moving on. So basically, there's a perimeter lock on the pizzeria. Abby frees them with a code that only Vanessa has for some reason. And this is where I feel like the movie started to get a bit fast paced. So Abby set all the toys free. That way, Toy Chica can go to the science fair with Abby. Uh, Little does Abby know it's the marionette possessing all them. That way, she can just kill all parents. We get another Corey X Kenshin cameo, which is very cool. We get Beakless Chica, which is also very cool. So as this is all happening, Mike figures out what is happening because of a drawing that Abby did with a water ride. And while he's with Henry, Henry mentions a water ride. So Mike goes to the pizzeria and Unfortunately, Abby and Chica have already left along with all the other toy animatronics, but he does find Vanessa tied up inside of a cabinet. So he sets Vanessa free, and they kind of walk around while Vanessa explains what's happening. And then Mike falls into the water ride, and then he appears.
The night guard? The night guard? Very
That's right, good old Balloon Boy comes over and decides to take a little swim, trying to get his hands on Mike's sweet, succulent double-A batteries. Also, I'm very disappointed they didn't make a 5 a.m. at Freddy's joke. I see a bunch of people on TikTok saying they did do that scene because Foxy recognized the night guard, but he does that in the games. It would have been funny if Foxy ripped the mask off. That would be a reference, but that did not happen. But we're not quite there yet, so we get Balloon Boy, and I gotta say, all the animatronics in here look incredible, super game accurate. So we find out that the marionette is controlling all the animatronics through some wireless system. So Mike decides to stay in the office and disable them from the computer. We cut back to Abby at the science fair with Toy Chica as her project, and Mr. Burns says it's a person in a suit. Toy Chica then says she wants to know what's going on inside his head. He deserves it. She then kills him by literally crushing his skull with her hands. A little dark, but again, he deserves it. So Abby then wins with Toy Chica, but Toy Chica gets an alert saying that someone is trying to interfere.
Hey, yeah, it's me. I forgot to mention that when Toy Chica gets the alert, it says security breach on it, which I feel like that was deliberate.
So the marionette then turns on the withered animatronics. And here's where another one of my complaints comes in. I know I'm complaining a lot, but I wish there were more wizards. I'm not saying that as in I wish there were more withered animatronics. I'm saying I wish the wizards got more screen time. We didn't get much time with the wizards. We also didn't get much time in the pizzeria. I wish we would have gotten more time in the pizzeria, and I'm going to explain all my thoughts on what they could have done at the end. But for now, I think besides this scene, I wish it was a little longer, but I think it was pretty good, especially Mike decapitating Balloon Boy. We've all wanted to do that at some point or another. Overall, I think this is pretty cool. The animatronics having the facial scanner, stuff like that. For some reason, Foxy's doesn't work. I'm guessing he malfunctioned or something. I don't think it was ever explained in the games, but maybe it was and I just missed it. Mike is able to shut it off and then track all the animatronics, stuff like that. He shuts them off before they can actually kill anyone, and this is where I get into another nitpick. Toy Freddy and Toy Bonnie. I wish they had more screen time along with the Wizards, and I wish they would have killed someone. Toy Freddy goes to Faz Fest before breaking into someone's house, but Faz Fest was a very small scene, and I wish it could have been bigger. By the way, Kellen Goff does an incredible job with the Toy Freddy voice. You know what it reminds me of? Like when he's talking during Fast Fest, it sounds like a very angry version of Winnie the Pooh. But unfortunately, Toy Bonnie and Toy Freddy don't get that many scenes, and neither does Mangle, who is incredible. Mangle has one scene where she's on, or I can't say she, I guess they, Mangle. But for those of you who don't know, Mangle's gender is yes. That's not a joke. Mangle's gender is yes. There's a scene where Mangle's on top of a car, and it looks very, very cool. It's also really funny when Mangle gets launched through the window and hits Toy Freddy. I chuckled a bit during that scene, I can't lie. So Toy Chica then takes Abby back to her house, and then the puppet pops out of Toy Chica's stomach. We also see there are spring locks in Toy Chica's stomach. I'm guessing since these are early animatronics, that would make sense. But lore? I don't know. Oh yeah, there's one thing I forgot to mention. We get a Doug cameo. That's right, the boy Doug has returned. I am a little upset my boy Hank has not returned though. Where is Hank? He better be in FNAF 3 as a ghost, or else I will riot. So Mike uses a music box that Henry gave to him earlier to get the puppet out of Abby. And then we get the best, most hilarious scene in the movie where we get the toy animatronics versus the original animatronics. I can't lie, I got goosebumps when I heard Foxy's hum in the theater. I can't lie. That was a funny scene. Don't get me wrong. It's stupid, but it's awesome at the same time. But the boy of Golden Freddy then turns to Mike and tells him that he can no longer hold him. Mike doesn't know what he's talking about, but he's obviously talking about Afton. Boy says that Afton will come back and he will be stronger than ever. And boy, does that make me excited for FNAF 3. We end the movie with Mike telling Vanessa to stay away from him, which at the moment I thought, that's not nice, you know. She's your friend. But the more I look back on it, the more I get it, you know. Vanessa has lied to him about a bunch of stuff, and it's a bit reasonable. Vanessa then gets possessed by the marionette, so possibly Vanny, even though that wouldn't make that much sense. We get our first look at Springtrap, who looks incredible, and to me at least looks very similar to the Dead by Daylight model. Now here's what I would have liked them to do. I would have liked more time in the pizzeria, more time with the Wizards, and more time with Toy Bonnie and Toy Freddy. I would have liked Mike to actually work about 4 nights at the pizzeria doing the actual FNAF gameplay. Then on the final night, all the animatronics get let free, they go on a killing spree, and bada bing bada boom. Personally, that's how I would have just done it, but I still think this is a good movie. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys next time.